Hi, my name's Sharon Brindley. I'm a Yamatji woman. I live and work on Bunurong country and also have a factory out on Wurundjeri country. I own Jala Jala Treats and Only Mine. So part of the reason I developed Jala Jala, not only is it my language, my Nana's tongue, it's also our family totem, which is the turtle. So my key goal when it came to honouring my ancestors was to have the world say Jala Jala. It's only that one word, but it was a word my Nana couldn't say. So to me, that's incredibly important. To be able to do that, we need to have a lot more support from higher above to be able to show the authentic flavours of Australia and do it in a way and a manner that is done through Indigenous people. It's starting to change. There's more awareness of Indigenous throughout the world now, and there's a lot of Indigenous collaboration. So from first meeting Raymond when he came in to visit in 2019, when we were just doing a bit of catering and then having those conversations and going forward, it ramped up part of me I didn't know I had, and that was to extend that catering, and it became quite large in the city, probably a little bit too large for me at the time, but it was brilliant to have a company that was going to really highlight me and support me through that. That's how the journey with Fulton Hogan started. It hasn't finished yet, but neither have I. But all the in-betweens of that, going through COVID, that thinking outside the box to still have me involved, even though you couldn't do catering. So it was, I would get up at 4 a.m. and be making egg and bacon rolls with a bush tomato relish to come up for their meetings because they were still working. Meant more to me than they even actually know, because we'd lost about $150,000 in catering when COVID was first announced, and it literally made me feel sick. So having that support from my corporates, if ever was going to mean anything and have an impact, was then. From then, I also started really working on Jala Jala and the chocolate. Of course, Fulton Hogan, okay, what's Sharon doing now? And I'm doing the chocolate, so started having the chocolate at events. I started doing more cultural immersion groups. I would be getting everybody from, the people out on ground right up to the top tiers, getting their hands dirty and making wattle seed rum balls and having great conversations of all things culture and of all cultures, which was really inclusive and meant a lot to me because I got everybody engaged. It's also really grown my own confidence in the space of where I'm at through that inclusivity. And I've come out and done other events where we did we had the fires going for Keep the Fire Burning. And that was another one where it was sitting, I think it was cold by memory. We had the fire, so it was very on point. And we had the marshmallows, and we thought outside the box of what we could create. But it's not it's actually Fulton Hogan. We're thinking outside that box on how to include me in that journey. Then the next part of the journey, Sharon went along and got herself a manufacturing company called Only Mine, which is where we're filming today. So this is my other brand now that I own, along with Jala Jala. And this is where we do all the manufacturing. So now I can create more flavours when it comes to Jala Jala and having bonbons and have more reach and work on that export goal that has been my sole goal since the beginning. And I just feel that in some way, shape or form, not knowing yet that Fulton Hogan, not knowing yet either how it's going to happen, there will be more support going forward to help reach that goal, because it's about all businesses, not just some, and that is one of the things that they excel in, is that inclusiveness of businesses, no matter what industry or field you're in, that working together. To be honest with you, this is the first ever filming that I've done, which I actually begged for them to do because I wanted to highlight the importance of what they do, so that it can create Or it can create change within other corporates on how they go about doing business and how they go about working with us as Indigenous businesses through relationship. I am not a ticket box at all and will never be one. So when I've got that relationship, it's really important for me as well for it to be reciprocated, and which is what I feel in Fulton Hogan.